Just let it go. Isn't that what everybody says? To just let it go. Somebody said something to you, just let it go. Somebody did something, just let it go. But how exactly do you let it go? How exactly do you do that? How does the letting go happen? Letting go doesn't mean to just stop caring. You can't not care about something if you really care about that thing just by forcing yourself to not care. You don't do that. That's not how it works. So welcome everyone, my name is Deb, and today I'm going to talk about 3 things that you must know when you think about letting go. Letting go is not easy. To move on from something, to really let go of something that happened to you or something somebody said to you is not easy. We suffer from it every day, don't we? Each one of us, we overcomplicate things and we overthink about some things and we just can't seem to let them go. So in this video, I'm gonna explain how to actually go about understanding yourself of why you're really giving so much shit. The first thing that you have to know is that people don't have the same information as you. Okay? What does that mean? That means that if, let's say, somebody broke your heart, right? In this situation, to really move on from that, when somebody hurts you, you just have to understand that they are not on the same roadmap as you. They're not on the same plane in the same universe as you. Now, I don't mean it like in a mystical way. I mean that they don't see the world like you do. They don't. They are completely living a different world. The idea here is to not take anything that anybody does personally. And how do you do that? You understand where that person is coming from. When you understand when somebody is doing something, they are just living out their assumptions, their realities, what they have learned, their trauma, their upbringing. They are just living their own reflection of life that they're supposed to live. It is not the same life as you are living. It's not. You and me, we're living different lives in different universes. I think of it as a multiverse. And all our verses are interacting with each other. So what I see of this world is not the same thing you see of this world. Imagine if I was standing a feet away from a painting and you were standing 20 feet away from a painting. What I see in the painting is not the same thing as you see from far away. Now imagine if everybody was at different distances from reality and everybody was seeing it differently and having their own little set of reality. And you have to totally deeply understand that people don't mean things personally. Everything is projection. Everything is being projected. Let's say a simple example here, right? Let's say somebody told you that you were ugly, right? And you think about that. You're like, oh my God, that person said I was ugly. And then you start thinking about all the ugly features you have. And then you learn that this person said that your favorite celebrity is also ugly. Now you're like, what? What? This person thinks Angelina Jolie is ugly, but I don't think Angelina Jolie is ugly. So, is this person blind? So, what is this person actually seeing? You have to understand that this person is not seeing the same things as you. You don't have to be pretty in everybody's reality. You just have to be pretty in your reality. You just have to be all those things that you want to be known for or to be. You just have to be them in your reality. This goes the same for happiness. You have to be happy in your reality, not in anybody else's reality. You be happy for yourself. You be happy how you become happy. You become happy with all the information you have and fulfilling what you want, not by doing things what other people want or what their reality shows them. Because their reality is not your reality. The second thing is almost like an extension of what I already said, is when something happens, again, let's take the example of somebody calling you ugly. Even if they don't mention the nitty gritty details of what they find ugly, you'll be like, oh my god, they're probably talking about my nose. But girls, all noses are supposed, you're an animal. You're an animal. You're not supposed to be reaching for perfection. You know how Nietzsche says that there are no facts, there's only how you interpret those facts, only interpretations. So you can't really tell me that you know exactly what every person is thinking about you or what perception they have, because you only know what you know about yourself and what you're feeding, what you're twisting their words to be in your head. I can tell you one sentence about yourself and you'll make up your whole life story about around that, about what I think of you. And it might just be really farther away from what I actually think. When you think what somebody's thinking about you, it's what you think they're thinking about you. It's you who's doing the thinking most of the times, and you are not thinking the right things, buddy. You're not. Your brain is working against you sometimes. I don't know why they do this. Why is negativity so prevalent? I don't understand. Why is it so easy to be thinking about negative things? Why is it so easy to sabotage yourself? I don't understand. But it is how it is. And you have to clock that. You have to clock that this is not what they're thinking. This is me thinking. You harbor these assumptions about what people have about you, and then you react like that. You think, oh, this person hates me. So you act around them like they hate you, and they eventually start hating you. That's how it works. So you need to get your assumptions right. Fix your brain, because when you're happy, you're not going to think about all these things. When you're focused on yourself, you're not going to think about what everybody's thinking. You're not going to make up things in your head, and you're not going to be affected by fake things. The third thing is that you don't need to let go. You have to understand where it hurts. When you hold on to something, it's because there's a void, there's a gap you're trying to fill. You're holding on because you don't have control over something. You need some external something because you are not fulfilled from the inside. Something's not fulfilled. And no fulfillment is going to come from any other human, any job, any opportunity, any fame. No satisfaction is going to come from any external circumstance. Everything's going to come from within you. So you just have to sit down and understand where it went wrong. Why did you care about this thing so much? What is affecting you? You know, when you're driving and somebody flips you off, do you think about that for the rest of your life? You don't. You don't, because you don't care. That person could actually hate you, but you don't care because it doesn't trigger you. It doesn't remind you of what you lack. But when something reminds you, when something sticks, it's because you let it stick. And when something sticks, it hurts you. And when you tell people things about you and when you let them in, it makes it easier for people to harm you, to get to you. You know, you talk about all your issues, we talk about all our problems in front of people, and they see, oh, this is what triggers them, then they say it. Let's look at people on the internet. They put out themselves, they put out their insecurities, and they want to talk positively about it. They want to be, but people, they pick on those things. They pick on something that is easily there to pick on, because that's what people do. But you need to see what you're letting in, and you have to understand yourself. There's nothing to understand about the world here. There's only to understand yourself. You only need to understand yourself and how you perceive things in this world, because it's all about your perception. You don't let go. You let go of the need to let go because you don't have to. If you have to really let go and prepare yourself, do you think you it's easy for you to let go? If you need something, that means there's something that you need. How are you going to fulfill that need just by telling yourself, oh, just let it go? You have to fulfill that need by telling yourself something real, something, by telling yourself, by figuring out the truth about yourself. Why is that thing triggering me so much? Why? We should stop believing everything that comes across us. It's just a platter. It's a platter of different cuisines, but you have to pick and choose. Not everything is a fact. And once you get to your root, when you meet yourself where you know, you understand yourself, you understand where, then only then you can start working towards it. Only then can you heal yourself. And then can you naturally let go of things that you no longer relate to or identify with. The goal is not to force it. The goal is to naturally become something that it gets rid of it. It's like, it's like a morning yawn. It just shakes away. Okay? All right. I think that's all for this video. I hope you guys are doing well. I'm trying to be more outspoken on camera and really just talk like I want to talk. I think I get kind of shy in front of the camera and I feel like I need to lower my voice, or what if my roommates hear me talking about all these obscure things? But it is okay, I think.